entrepreneurs systemize their time so that they can experience more freedom in their business and in their life. Today, I want to come to you and talk to you about the art of focus. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of those details, I want to tell you a story. It's a story about me and my journey into figuring out this whole thing about how to focus. So many times we struggle with making sure we keep the main thing, making sure we're on the right details, making sure that we're just getting the things that we need to get done, and that we're achieving the goals that we set. Every year, we always just talk about all the goals that we have to set, and everyone's pounding, hey, quarter 1, start quarter 2, quarter 3, start quarter 4. And it's a never ending cycle of working, when sometimes you just need to learn how to rest. And that rest allows you to focus better on the things that actually matter. I started off by having all of my priorities all at the same level. They were all a fire and I was burning up, literally. So I would get in a habit of making sure that every priority that I even had was just the first priority. And so that would cause me to really multitask on a lot of things. And what I found was, even through this multitasking, how much work am I actually getting done? And for the work that is getting done, is it getting done at a quality level, or is it getting done at a subpar level? And I did this through corporate, through my business, through even at home, simple things as managing a home. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and an employee, and everything else. And it's a lot of priorities to really manage. When you have different balls that you're juggling, you're trying to figure out, which one am I trying to catch first? When you have a lot of plates that are spinning, you're trying to make sure all the plates stay and they don't fall and crash to the ground. Because when they start crashing to the ground, then burnout happens, overwhelm happens, and nothing is really getting done. So what could I do to fix this problem was always my question. I would try different time management tips. I would try different goal setting tips. I've tried almost everything that's out there that's published and unpublished. And the thing that I found is, how many people are really focusing on what focus really is? How practical is it? Oftentimes we see the romanticized and glamorized pictures and quotes, and nowadays reels of, oh, look, I'm working. Oh, I'm focused. We have our time lapse going, and it's like, oh, look at this person. They're focused on their work. But how do I get there? How do you get there? Especially with us coming at the end of the year, and we know at the top of the year, everyone's going to be talking about, hey, let's make sure we got those goals going and we're, all gas, no brakes. Sis, pump the brakes. It's okay. What I found is that when you allow yourself to rest in your moment, you're able to figure out what actually do you need to focus on. And when you know what you need to focus on, you're able to go that much harder on that one thing. You're able to keep the main thing, the main thing. So I want you to go on this journey with me. Take a moment and just breathe. Inhale deeply and hold your breath for a little bit. Then blow it out. Relax. This is a state of flow. This is a state of focus. Release the tension in your neck and your jaws, wherever you're sitting at right now, just be in the moment. That's what focus really is. Focus is about being relaxed in the moment. I'm focused on speaking to you right now. I am in the moment. I don't care about what's going on the outside world. I don't care about anything else that's going on, because I'm focused on purely pouring into you. Because I don't want you to go into the year thinking that you have to have this major list, or that you have to even post or share your major list, which we see often, in that, oh, the longer my list, the better I am. The longer my list, the busier I am. It's time to put down the busy badge of honor, because it's not honorable anymore. Now's the time for you to sit still, relax, and focus on what you need to do. One question that I found by reading one of these books was the focusing question. And so the focusing question asks, what is the one thing that I can do right now so that by doing it, any and everything else is either easier to do or it's no longer necessary to do? And when I figured out that question, that one, it blew my mind. And two, it made so much sense. The key is not to have a lot of things on your to-do list. The key is to really have the one thing on your list. And that one thing is going to be the one thing that takes you to the next step, that's going to take you to the next level, that's going to take you to the next thing. It's going to take you to the next invoice. It's going to take you to the next vacation. It's going to take you to those meaningful moments that you don't want to miss, even when you're working in the background. It's going to help where you're no longer working out of what you think you should be doing, but you're now working out of what you know you're supposed to be doing. You're working out of an assignment. You're working out of your calling. You're not working out of a duty. Some other personal realizations that I found is that the enemy's goal is to keep us as distracted as possible so that we don't complete our assignment and our goal. And I don't want you to go out like that. I want you to stay focused on your goal and on your assignment, but I don't want you to wear out because of it. You don't have to perform. We're no longer working in this performance-based type of productivity. Now we're going to work on an assignment base. Everything is not for you to do. Everything is not necessary for you to do. And once you understand that, then it's easier for you to use your no. Your no is your power. When you start commanding your day one no at a time, you start being able to really direct how you're going to spend your time, and also how you're going to make time for taking a nap. That's one of my favorite things. And also just spending time with family and being able to have that social life. They say that in the hustle culture, you have to be all in, or you're not working hard enough, or you don't have your goals, or you don't have this, that, and the other, or you haven't made this salary goal or this income goal because you haven't pushed hard enough. But a lot of times you'll notice that a lot of the stories of those who push super hard because they didn't give themselves breaks. And those who did take those breaks, they got further in a short amount of time because they didn't allow themselves to be pushed off into the hustle culture. Instead, they wanted to be they wanted their work to be meaningful. And I want my work to be meaningful, just like I'm sure you do too. So what did I do to solve this whole focus issue and figure out how it works for me? That's what I want to share with you. The first thing that I did is I noticed that there's a difference between being productive and being unproductive. And when we talk about time management and being productive, what we're really trying to figure out is, what do I need to pay attention to? Where does my energy need to go? That's basically the basis for all of that. And so when it comes to your attention and how you're managing it, ask yourself, what am I paying attention to and why? And is it worth it? Because believe it or not, you are very good at focusing on things. We all are. I'm really good at focusing on Instagram when I know I need to be doing something else. I know I'm really good at focusing on scrolling through Pinterest when I know I need to be doing something else. So I've got the focus activity down pat. It's just understanding, when do I need to do this and how do I do this? Another piece is your energy management, because they're two different things. I can pay attention to you, but I don't necessarily have to put energy towards you. Now, with the energy part, you want to ask yourself, do I have the energy to really do this task right now? Is this the most appropriate time to do this task? When you find out the answers to those questions, then it's much easier for you to be able to use your no and use your yes with more confidence. I can say yes to things now because I know I've allotted enough time for it. And I know when to use my no as well, because I know I don't want any part of that mess. Or I don't want any part of that at this moment. It may not be mess, but sometimes, let's be honest, it's mess. And everything is not for us to do. Sometimes the things that look like those opportunities, they can be distractions. And understanding the difference between a distraction and something that's an opportunity is super important. That's going to allow you also to focus. When you know the difference between a distraction, the distraction is going to be something that has nothing to do with your end goal. It may sound fun, it may be what you want to do, but is it something that you should be doing right now? So when we talk about those opportunities, what we're talking about are those things that's going to move us closer to achieving the goals that we set forth. And that's what all of this is. And when I'm talking about goals, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about just the lofty or big, huge goals, the exciting goals. But I'm even talking about something as simple as, listen, I want to make sure I clean the kitchen tonight. That is a goal. I want to make sure when I get off of work that I have some time to spend with my son. That is a goal. I want to make sure that I have time to take the dog for a walk. That is a goal. So those goals, whether they're big or small, they're all things that we want to get done. Essentially, those are the tasks that are on our to-do list. So the goal is not to really have a large to-do list or a massive to-do list with a lot of things on it. It's really to have the most important things on that to-do list and making sure that you're focusing on the right things at the right time. So when you're able to prioritize by asking yourself that focusing question, what's the one thing that I can do right now in this moment that's going to allow me to either not have to do any of the other things on this list or make those things a lot easier? That's what I want to do first. Or sometimes it may be called eat the frog. What's the hardest thing that I need to do that's going to make everything else easier? Focus on those things first. When we talk about focus, we're talking about just putting our energy and putting our attention to that thing and not allowing any distractions. We're basically putting on blinders, but not allowing any distractions to come in the way. We want to make sure that we have our nose ready for those distractions. We want to make sure that we are creating a space where it's comfortable for us to really just focus, because when you're relaxed, when you're in the moment, and when you're breathing, you're focused. That's all that I have for you all today, but I'm so grateful to be in this space and to be able to pour into you. Listen, 2022 is going to be a massive year. It's going to be a massive year for you. It's going to be a massive year for all of us. It's going to be a year filled with transformation. It's going to be a year of transition for some. And so when you understand and going into it, listen, this is like every year is your year. It's not just 2020 was my year, or well, we won't talk about 2020, y'all. But it's not just 2020 or 2021 is my year. Every year is your year. Don't let anyone tell you that, no, this is not your year. Whether it's a year of transformation, a year of transition, or even just a year to be like in focus and locked in and ready to go. Just make sure you take that time to rest and reset yourself so that you're ready and able to move forward with that. Thank you for your time.
So beautiful. Yeah, clap it up for Ola. Ola, that was so amazing. Mama, if you want to come on the stage and say anything, you definitely can. You definitely can. Thank you so much for breaking it down on that level. I know for me, you saying, washing the dishes is a goal. Like so many times I put these really big, massive things on my list, right? And I overextend myself, quite honestly. And it's the small things that I just leave, undone. But then it stresses me out, right? Because when my room is junky, I can't really think, and then I'm piling on stress on top of that. So thank you for helping me to think about, like Paquita said, the increments, even in my day-to-day life. Hey, Mama Sita.
Hey, hold on. Look, listen, I'm trying to figure out why my camera being a hater right now. There we go. Hey.
Okay, hey girl.
Hey, y'all.
So beautiful. How do you
Thank you
feel?
so much.
Because you mentioned in the panel discussion that you were nervous and you were going to say no, right? But you are giving us so many gems throughout this entire day. You've given us so many gems. How are you feeling right now?
You know how you take, it's like a big exhale. That's about the best way I can explain it. It's like taking a huge exhale, but it's like one of those exhales where if you exhale too long, you're going to start like busting out, bawling out, crying, and happiness and joy. So that's what it feels like. It is so like, this is beyond an honor. It's like a culmination of like, this is where all your hard work is going towards. And at the same time, it's like a realization of your why. Like when I tell y'all, I live and breathe this stuff. But I love being able to just gift it to other women, because like no words, it's just like, man, I'm not crying on here today, y'all. I didn't cry
friend. I feel you.
Look, y'all hold my hand.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you. I just met you through our good friend Toya,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But in the last few months, right? Just seeing how you've just stepped out there and you've done it, and then you're killing it. Like, I hope you understand that. Like, you are killing it. I'm so proud of you, and just please keep going. Like you and your dad, sis.
Look, thank you for presenting the platform. I am so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for every single last one of, like, all of you ladies. I'm sitting here looking at your beautiful pictures. My girl Latoya, boo.
Love her.
Look, that
Love her.
that one will make me cry. But
yeah.
No, I'm just like, when I tell y'all, do the thing, whatever that thing is, whatever it is that you've been like hesitant about, or like thinking, maybe next time, or I'ma just see, because y'all know that's all the, like, don't let that language stay in your head at all. Like, tell that language to flee, tell it to go somewhere, because it's not helpful for you. Do the thing. Do
Amen.
the thing.
Amen. Lots of hearts on that. I agree. And Toya wants to come up. I'm gonna actually try to see if I can hide myself and then bring Toya up so the two of you are up here.
Okay.
1 second.
Hello. I don't know if Ola's still here, but
it booted her. It booted her. I'm gonna try to bring her up again, but keep talking, Toya. Go ahead.
Okay, so she mentioned that I might make her cry, but y'all, I just want y'all to know, because I've known Ola for a really long time now. Ola is not new to this. She is, in every sense of the word, true to this. Like, I remember, I don't know how many years ago now, this is how long we've known each other, where we used to have like weekly conversations, weekly masterminds, where we are doing the exact same thing that she is presenting. 2017, there you go. Literally preparing for moments like this. And so to not only just to see her on sharing a stage with another woman who I adore and love, but this is just so, it's so surreal to me. I've never doubted Ola for a bit. And every time she speaks, every time she posts, I learn something new. I take something else that I implement for myself. But I'm just so proud right now. I was about to shed a little tear, but when you said that, I like wiped it up real quick. So it's back in there. It's back in my eye socket right now. But I just wanted to come on here, not to say anything else, but I'm so proud of you, Ola, and I love you so, so much. And that's all I'm going to say, because I can hit you up in your on the text messages and say the same thing too. So that's all. That's all.
Toya, you got us crying now. Okay. Ola, I'm bringing you back up for your reactions. I see you raising your hand, Mama.
Tears. That's the reaction. But I mean, it's just a testament to just stepping out on faith. Don't let fear hold you back. You know what your expertise is. You know what your superpower is. Step into it. Walk that walk. Like, it's cute to do the reels and all of that. Literally do the work and walk your walk, because there's space for you. Amen. There's people who's riding for you.
Amen. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's people waiting for you that you don't even know. There is somebody out there right now that's waiting for you to do what you need to do, to step into your calling, to be bold with your calling. They are your assignment. Nobody else can touch them because they are your assignment.
Ooh.
So if you don't do what you need to do, then you're failing at your assignment. You're missing out. They're not able to be blessed. They're not able to receive their blessing because the person who's supposed to bless them is not doing their part. Because let me tell you something. God's not going to do anything that we can do.
That's right.
So that's why it's our responsibility. That's why it's our calling. That's why it's our assignment. So when we talk about understanding the assignment, get real clear and get real intimate with your assignment. And that needs to be the only thing that you are focused on. That's the art of focus. I know there's people in here I've never met face to face, but just by me walking in my assignment, I was able to help them.
Yep.
Now, what they do with that, the outcome is not your responsibility. Through this process, that is the main lesson I've learned. The outcome is not your responsibility. Detach yourself from that outcome. Because the outcome, you being worried about the outcome, look, I'm sitting here bawling, crying. You being worried about the outcome is what's holding you back. That's what we're all concerned about. Let's be real. The outcome is what we're worried about, and that's why we're not doing whatever it is we're not doing. Detach yourself from the outcome. Just do the steps that you can do and allow God to do the rest. The outcome is his responsibility. Let him handle that.
Oh, Lord.
So if you know you got stuff in that notebook, you need to go back to them. Revisit them notebooks, y'all. It's there. Revisit them notebooks. Like Latoya told y'all, I've been doing this since before 2017. I've been walking and breathing this stuff, honestly, since I was a child and didn't know it. But it took until now for me to come up with the boldness and to walk in the boldness to actually do it. And we here now.
That's right.
Casey was meant to do this. This was Casey's assignment. If she didn't do this, guess what? We wouldn't have had this platform. Yes, Sharika, we all need a group hug, girl. We all need a group hug. But this was Casey's assignment. One of many, because I know this is going, y'all. This is just the beginning. But if Casey didn't do this, then where would we be on December 1st through the 5th? What would we be doing? What would we be wasting our time on? What would we be hoping and praying for and looking for, but no one is stepping up to the plate? And we were offered this for free. This type of event, no ma'am. This requires an investment. But Casey said, you know what? I know I'm taken care of. So let me do what I was told to do. We got over 600 women in this summit around the world, international. Who else is creating a platform like this to literally hold your hand and help you exhale from the last couple of years? Because we've been going through it since before 2020. That pandemic didn't start then. And that's not the only pandemic that we've been going through since before we were born.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just know that when you have all of these beautiful, wonderful women, all of the speakers, the sponsors, everyone, they're walking in their calling. We waiting on you to walk in yours too. We need you. If we don't have you to do what you were called to do, then who else gonna do it? We just got off of the Brandon Architect session. Y'all know how she rocked that.
Amen.
She put things in perspective that we never, no one's ever brought it to us that way. But only she could have done that. Only Cortesia could have did that.
Amen.
No one else could have brought it or presented it that way. You ain't got nobody else out here who's going to be holy hood with you.
Right.
In that manner.
Right.
Casey is out here and she is showing you all that, listen, you need to step out on faith. Detach yourself from that outcome. You may have the hope and the wish of, yeah, I want this goal. You may have that goal, but guess what? Don't get so caught up on that goal that it creates fear, tension, and it causes you to hesitate. Hesitation kills. I love y'all. I'm gonna stop preaching now. But just know, like, this is passion. This is art. This is assignment. This is community. This is what we were built for. It's this right here. This is exactly how you're feeling right now. Do what you need to do so that you can let your sister feel it too. Casey, I love you.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Everything that Ola is saying is exactly right. Y'all are ready today. You just need to believe it. You are equipped today. You just need to believe it. Bakita said earlier that everything that the tree needed to be a tree was already in the seed. It was already in the seed. In September of 2020, I didn't know I was going to be a full-time entrepreneur, but in October, I left. I spent a year watching us die. I spent a year of watching people who make a whole lot of money that could free so many of us not care about what happens in my community. I spent a year listening to them say that change takes time, and I knew it in my bones. Y'all didn't know it does not. That no, it does not. That we already had it, and we needed to stop waiting for their permissions. On October, I left. I didn't know in September I was going to be a full-time entrepreneur. But in October, I left. And I put everything I had into this to bet on me and to bet on us, y'all. And in January, I started the business. And in May, I incorporated a name called Blaze Group LLC. And in September, I put an Instagram story up to my close friends and said, hey, I want to do a summit. What kind of things do y'all want in it? And they responded to me and said vision board parties. They responded to me and said planning. They responded to me and said reach out to Ola Kimball. They responded to me and said reach out to DJ Red Corvette. I'm not lying to y'all. And today is December the 3rd, and I just looked and checked the registrants. 810 Black women from around the globe have registered for this. Because no, it does not take time for progress. We just have to stop waiting for permission. I'm so serious, y'all. Y'all are ready today. We spend our entire lives making other people's organizations better. We spend our entire lives trying to change somebody's mind about us. Bump that. You're ready today.
You are your best investment.
Say it. You want equity? You want ownership? Build your own. Create your own rules. Set the culture. Right? This is a space where we can cuss, we can talk Ebonics, we can talk to our sisters, we can play our music, we can speak in our language, we can talk about Big Mama, and not once did we code switch and explain it for the people in the back, huh? Y'all are ready today. That's all I have to say. Y'all are ready today. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Please just do it. All right, that's all I got. Ola, thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you. Thank y'all. I love y'all. I love you just for being who you are in this moment, not for anything you've done, just who you are right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your presence is needed. Your presence is needed.
I say. Yeah, so I challenge you all to, in the last 2 days, you've absorbed a lot, right? And you should have, because we want to give from our overflow so that you can give from yours. But I challenge you all in the next 2 days. I'm very serious about this. I challenge you to take everything else you learn and build with it real time. Stop playing small. Yes, your community needs you, but the world needs you too. It don't take you 10 years to get there. There are no borders on what you can do. There is no limit on your ability or your capacity, right? So take this stuff and learn how to leverage technology. Take this stuff we're teaching you and learn how to leverage automation. Take this stuff we're teaching you and learn how to outsource. Take this stuff we're teaching you and learn how to scale, because 1,000 units need to be shipped out, sis. Continents need to hear your voice, sis. Figure out how to do that. Because we keep driving to these corporations as if we can't have our own. Stop playing small, y'all. We got you, but you got to show up for yourself. I challenge y'all so that our babies can have somewhere else to go to.
Don't dim your light to make them comfortable. If they uncomfortable, that's their problem. That's their business. That's none of yours. How they feel, regardless of who it is, how they feel about you is none of your business. Start that podcast, Katrina. We waiting. We're waiting, sis. We need it.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all enjoy the evening networking. 2 more days. Make the most of it, please. 2 more days. Make the most of it, please. Love and light. We're going to end on Khadijah notes with forget them folk. Forget them folk.
Yes.
All right, y'all. See y'all later. Love and light.